What is going on, members of the Shy Guy Squad? My name is Dan, otherwise known as Danekii, and welcome to the GBA D-League Week 4 against Jack, otherwise known as the Donphanatic, coach of the Norwich Skitties. And this is Week 4, we coming off of a really rough loss against Leo last week, which kinda just demotivated me a little bit. I was about to say demonetized, but that would be kinda wrong. I don't think that video got demonetized, so yeah, let's go with that. But that being said, this week we're taking on Jack. I got my help from my front office again. They're back. Thank God for that. And my team is as follows. It's a Suicide Lead, Spike, Frostlass. It has Protect, Ice Beam, Destiny Bond, and Will-O-Wisp. So it's going to be my lead. I got a Scarf Chomp, a Scarf Darmanitan, Trick Room Magirna, 4 attacks Absol, and a Rest, Calm Mind, Scald, Roar, Suicune, which was a counter to like Clefable or whatnot if it was unaware like setup or whatnot, so I could just roar it out and then be gone with it. But if you guys want to see more in-depth like the spreads and stuff, they'll be down in the description down below if you're interested. But with that being said, looking at Jack's team, we see he's brought today all 3 of his Z-move users in a row too: Electivire, Floatzel, and Volcarona. I expect Volcarona to be the Z user if he's brought a Z-move at all, because I don't really think Floatzel or Electivire really benefit off of a Z-move. So he's also brought Registeel, the most passive wall in the damn game. I honestly don't like Registeel a lot. Latias and the threat itself, Megalopony. But with that being said, I've been rambling here for like almost 2 minutes now, so let me just get into this game for you guys. So there we go, I managed to hit the play button. But with that being said, Jack here is going to be issuing a challenge. I'm challenged by the Donphanatic as he leads with Doomfist, the Electivire, so Thunder Punch maybe, yes, no, possibly. So I'm going to lead with Ice Edge. He's going to go for the Scarf Volt Switch. Now I know, Choice Scarf Electivire off the bat, fantastic. Cursed Body going off too, but he's going out, so it doesn't really matter. I click Will-O-Wisp this turn as he switches into Ploppany, and I'm just like, oh, we get the burn. Lopunny is burned off the bat of the game. That is fantastic. I'm guessing he was expecting me to set up a spike so he could just take advantage of the situation, but this just gets better and better, guys. I'm telling you, like, to turn 1, fantastic. Cursed Body goes off, we get the burn. Turn 2, he Mega Evolves into Megalopony, ready to high jump kick me in the face, but I use Protect. Protection saves people, ladies and gentlemen, as he goes for the high jump kick, and that's just 50% off the bat as well, on top of the other 12 that he's already taken. So this is looking really good. It's a good day to be this Frostlass right here. I'm just gonna say that right now. So he goes for Toxic here. So he's like, I'm not gonna mess with this Frostlass. Personally, I probably would just try to HJK this time because double protect is very unlikely, especially since I'm unlucky. But I set up a spike right here just to have some chip on his team. And this turn, no wait, that was my set. Will-O-Wisp, Protect, Ice Beam, and Spike. There you go. No Destiny Bond. My bad. But this Lopunny here is going to swap out right now because he's not going to risk any more high jump kicks against this here Frostlass. So I'm going to go for an Ice Beam, just, you know, in case, on the off chance that he goes into like Latias. I don't know why he would, but, you know, I click it. It does about 12.5, same amount of damage as the Spike. And I see right now, like, I know my switch into this thing is Garchomp because its Scarf outspeeds +1, cannot die to a neutral HP Ice. So I go into Gaia right here, and the mineral to a uninvested Volcarona is 75% from Earthquake. So even if he has some investment, I have a pretty high chance to knock him out from here. So I am going to click Earthquake, and he bought the bluff, or he caught on. He tried to think I was bluffing with Scarf Chomp, so I go for Earthquake and knock out the Volcarona. So 1 down, 5 to go. In comes Corrin though. He knows I'm Scarfed now, so Latias is a pretty free switch-in. And I'm going to go into Magirna because Magirna gets a free switch-in on the Latias, but he has Earthquake. And this, just like the Jolteon Week 1, does absolutely abysmal damage. It did 27 points of damage. Now I checked during calcing, I think I calced for 20, so I was a little bit off with what his set was, but it doesn't really matter in the long scheme of things, as he sends in Winston the Registeel. Now that's what I mean, Registeel is so passive, I honestly hate it. Like, this thing set 3 moves I can call off the bat from when I just saw this thing: Seismic Toss, Toxic, Stealth Rocks. Does the same thing every game. There's nothing different about it. Last move is always a toss-up between some coverage or Iron Head. So Registeel is just too predictable, and I honestly don't like the Pokemon. I used it before, not a fan. He goes for Seismic Toss as I pop his Chopper with Aura Sphere. I switch out here into Ice Edge because he's not going to click Iron Head again, so he goes for Seismic Toss, which is fine. I get poisoned. I'm in range of an Iron Head right here, which I expect him to have, so I was just trying to Will-O-Wisp him this turn, I believe, just in case I, you know, lived or something, or get up a second layer spike. One of the two, but now I've also Cursed Body his Iron Head, so it's looking kind of nice. And since we popped his Chople Berry, I know that I can go into Absol and click Superpower without any fear in the world about getting like body bagged or anything. But he goes into Lopunny, which is burned, which is weakened. Spike's talking and tagging into them, so it's like 19% left on Ploppany. And Malice Fiend is just gonna, you know, rise up like the angel thing beast that it is. I honestly don't really know what Absol is, but it looks beautiful. That's all that matters. And Lopunny just gets plopped by superpowers. That's fantastic for us, going up to a 5-4.
Be gone, fuck!
And the Twisted Dimensions return to normal, so good thing he didn't take advantage of the Trick Room being up. But in comes the Hoff, aka Floatzel, as I'm going to switch in here into my ideal switch in, being Bubble Man, my Suicune. And due to its effect, I'm going to draw 2 more cards because it's the only elemental hero on the field. JK. I'm just going to pressure down 2 PP on my opponent's side. So I'm trying to deck him out, you see? PP stalling, deck out, A. But Latias here is going to go for the Defog, get rid of the spike that has been annoying at this game. And I'm going to start clicking Calm Mind.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening!
Because what scares me? If Latias has Psyshock, cool. Registeel is setup 8. Floatzel, I'm not too particularly afraid of. Who drives a car at 3:55 in the morning? Jesus. Electivire can possibly scare
Everybody stay calm! Everybody stay calm!
me out, but if I get like 2 + 2 3, I can potentially burn him, then I can go to bed on him, so it's nothing I'm too worried about, and Volt Switch doesn't do too much either. So Corrin is going to withdraw right here and go into Winston, and Winston here is the Registeel, which I believe I am at
And what's the procedure? Stay calm!
+3 right now against Jack's team, which is less than ideal for him. And seeing as he swapped, he doesn't have much to deal with said Suicune, so I go for a Scald here just to see if I can pick a burn maybe, and he goes for Seismic Toss. I know my health, I'm at 179, I can take at least 3, or I can take 2 more before I have to rest, so I go for another Scald, try to get a burn. Do not get it, but this is a kind of blessing in disguise for me, because this allows me to use this Registeel as setup bait. So what I'm going to do right now is click Calm Mind, as he probably expected me to just knock him out right here, and that's why my opponent, as you guys are about to see, is going to click Stealth Rocks, which is okay, but I mean, that was like, okay, now I'm +4. He clicks Stealth Rocks, which means I can go to +5, so we take the...
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I guess you could say. So Suicune here setting up another Calm Mind, going to +5. Now we're incredibly fat, and we are actually very, very strong. So the Toxic goes off as Suicune gets poisoned. Unfortunate indeed, as we are very weak. Not really, because I'm tired. Suicune is tired. We're all going to bed. We're packing up, going home. Enough of this crap. So Suicune just gonna sleep and become healthy, and, you know, munch on a little berry, a midnight snack, if you will. And the Chesto Berry woke it up. Seismic Toss goes off from the Winston, aka Registeel again, and now Suicune is just like, okay, I'm done with this. Be gone. Be gone, Winston. Reminding me of the Doomfist video, where Doomfist punched him so hard he fell through he went through a store or something, and then just kind of lay there and watched Tracer basically get killed. But yeah, so speaking of Doomfist and punching things, here he is trying to kill my Suicune. Didn't work, and who knew? Overwatch's worst villain, or something like that, gets beaten by some hot water from a Doge. So there you have it, folks. That's how you beat Doomfist. But Corrin comes in, doesn't really have anything good to click against me, so it clicks Earthquake, does not get a crit or anything like that, so my Suicune can just go back to bed, sleep up, and get himself some nice and comfortable HP. So, you know, Suicune's just kind of chilling, you know, +5/+5. Corrin has Earthquake to hit it with, and then he's got the Hoff. This thing that I've seen once in this game, came in on spikes and then swapped out, so I don't really know what it wants to do, but as you guys are about to see, this thing is about to be like Miles Tails Prower and spin those tails wagging at the Suicune, which isn't even paying attention because boy is sleeping, trying to catch a nap. Why are you annoying me, Mr. Floatsail? But Floatsail here is going to go for the Waterfall, and that is going to do a sizable chunk, not quite as much as a what should I call it, Seismic Toss. It does 48, I think. But I do get flinched here, which is unfortunate, as my opponent throws off another Waterfall, and I think he got a more of a low roll that turn. But I'm gonna go for Scald right here and +5. That is just gonna knock out this Floatzel. So you know, up 5-1, it's looking very good because you know Latios is not gonna break the Suicune. I can choose to just Scald this thing until the end of the days and then sleep, and then you know, like basically just stall it out and then beat it because I'm too fat. So I am going to go for the Scald right here, though. Maybe go for a cheeky little burn to make sure that, you know, the Earthquake doesn't do anything either. So now both of those conditions have been met. Earthquake isn't doing anything, Dragon Pulse isn't doing anything, anything else for that matter isn't doing anything. So I'm just going to switch into my Mega Absol right here because I like Mega Absol getting a couple extra kills. So what I'm going to do right here is switch into Mega Absol. He goes for Dragon Pulse, which isn't going to do anything at all. Like for an Absol, that isn't anything that's drinking it. And I'm going to click Knockoff to just end the game. And he wasn't even a Colbur Berry on a Psychic type. Crazy! He was actually, as you might see right there, he was Rocky Helmet. But with that being said, after two pretty horrid games against Jolt and Leo, we take a 5-0 victory against Jack, the Donphanatic, coach of the Norwich Skitties. Next week we are taking on Aster J, coach of the Montreal Habsols, eternal rival of Jaden Yuki from season 2 of GX onwards. And yeah, we don't have any intentions of having the round 2 matchup of those again, because that was March Madness. This is round 3. Now I got my Neospatians. I got my Neospatian deck, and I'm gonna take down those Destiny heroes. But you guys will have to see that game next Sunday. Hope you guys are hyped for that. I will see you guys next time, probably with an MPL video or the promo, because I'm working on that for Astra as well. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you've had a fantastic day, and with that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Before I wrap up, I just want to give a huge thank you to all my Patreon supporters that you see on screen right now, helping me with my goals and also with future problems. With that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.